Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with December favourites, different to yearly favourites. Yearly favourites is also coming up very soon, but as normal I thought we would just go through everything that I've worn in the month of December. I hope you had a great Christmas and end of 2017. Feels strange to think that we're already coming into 2018. It was a quick year, but I'm sure we think that about all years. I have some products to show you, obviously. I am filming 8 videos in the next 2 days. So if you see a lot of repeats of this attire, it's because I'm just filming so much because we are going away for a week in January and I wanted to get a few videos up for while I was away. Let's get going into the polishes, and as always, we start with mainstream. I actually have 4 OPI this month, and I feel that recently I've been wearing a lot more indies, and for my monthly favourites, yearly favourites, spoiler alert, there is a lot of indies in that video. But the first one that we have from OPI is Tasmanian Devil Made Me Do It, which is just a bright cream formula. If I wear reds, I love to wear almost the bordering on like pop neon kind of colours, and this one was completely opaque in 2, but you may just think that you don't need this colour if you have other reds from OPI, because I'm sure a ton of them are really similar, but that one was Tasmanian Devil Made Me Do It. We then have Dining Out Frisco, and this is a polish that I described as always following me around. Wherever I would go into a TK Maxx, this would be there, and I found it was just time to pick it up and be wearing it. It was a little bit sheerer than I thought it was going to be. It did take 3 coats. It's this lightish blue base with a strong silver shimmer in there. There's almost like a little bit of like a purple shimmer in the bottle, but on the nail it just seemed this like silvery flash to it. So it was fine, not one of my favourites, but I didn't hate it. 3 coats of Dining Out Frisco by OPI. One of the standouts from last year's holiday collection by OPI was Cosmo with a Twist, and this is kind of one of those like Starry Night kind of polishes things where it's like a dark bluey purple base and then there is a ton of almost like flakies, but they're not. It's just a really strong flash, so it goes between a purple to almost like a gold and then a blue, like a little bit of a duochrome aspect to it, so it made it a little bit more unique, but I did find it quite sheer, and I guess it was sheer maybe to build the shimmer up, but it did take 3 coats. So again, same as Dining Out Frisco, liked it, didn't love it. 3 coats of Cosmo with a Twist. And the last one from them is Don't Melbourne the Toast, and this is to me one of like the classic old school OPIs. This kind of like soft, naked, taupey colour is just something that I associate with OPI so strongly. Maybe it was from when I first started getting into OPI, this is kind of what their staple colour was. So this also does have a little bit of a gold shimmer to it, which translates to the nail. Nice and opaque in 2. So Don't Melbourne the Toast, which I think was from an Australian collection, I'm presuming, by OPI. I have 2 from Isley London Beauty. I showed these in my recent haul that they sent to me. The first one is called Model Behaviour, which is a nice mid-toned purple, opaque in 2 with no complaints. And the other one is Slate Grey. This is not my favourite type of grey to wear. Anything more blue spectrum is what I like rather than this deeper, darker, slatey grey. It's not my favourite, but it was a nice formula, same as the other one, opaque in 2. So Model Behaviour and Slate Grey by Isley London Beauty. One China Glaze, and this is called All Aboard, and this is a really nice mid-toned dusty purple. It's dusty but it's dark, which is why I picked it up, because I didn't feel like I had anything like this in my collection. Whether it was just, I wore this in between wearing lots of bright colours, so when I put this on I was almost a bit just like deflated by it, and I think maybe I just wore it out of season. I should have maybe worn this earlier in the year, but just because it just left me a bit meh. Formula was nice, colour was nice, I just think that I wore it at the wrong time of year. So 2 coats of All Aboard by China Glaze. And I love this one. If I had got this earlier in the year, I would have put this into my yearly favourites. But this is a Bussi by Essie, and I showed this as part of my recent haul, and this is one of the Oktoberfest exclusives. Now, one of my subscribers told me that Bussi means kiss kiss. So thank you so much for the subscriber that let me know the translations of this polish. I just love this one, and in the bottle, this is not a colour, excuse me, that I normally gravitate towards or love. But on my nails, I was obsessed. I couldn't stop looking at them. I just loved it, and I don't know particularly why. It's this like beautiful like pinky fuchsia-y raspberry pink, just a cream formula, opaque in 2. Just loved it, loved it, loved it. Bussi by Essie. And on to the indies. The first two that I have are I wore right at the start of December. That's a long time ago now. And this is the History of Magic and Defence Against the Dark Arts duo by Sparklea. Defence Against the Dark Arts, they are both holographic and they are both duo multi-chromes. Defence Against the Dark Arts here is more of a purpley bluey oil slick colour, and it gets opaque in two. So Defence Against the Dark Arts is that one, and this one is the History of Magic, which is more of a pink to gold duo multi-chrome, also opaque in two. So that one is the History of Magic. And of course all indie sellers will be linked down below for you. One indie seller actually that will not be linked down below is Hair Polish, and this is an old school brand. When I first got into nail polish, Hair Polish was like one of the first iconic indies to me. They no longer exist anymore. I think the owner had some health problems a couple of years ago and has since closed the shop, but I just love this one. This one is called Mad Chill, and it is a blue jelly base with a ton of larger flakies in it. So it's mainly matte grey and matte light blue in the dark blue jelly. Did take 3 coats because it is a jelly formula, but I just really love this, and it did just look like frozen nails, chilled frozen nails. Mad Chill by Hair Polish. Another Harry Potter one, and this is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Glam Polish. This is this beautiful, almost similar to this kind of tone, a little bit lighter, purple, but then it has a ton of holographic and a ton of pink shimmer in here. Glam Polish is always so throw in everything kind of indie brands to me. There's hollow, there's shimmer, there's sparkle, there's flakies, there's glitters, and they just work perfectly. There's no reason why you would think maybe too much of those things would be too much, but Glam always seems to just get it perfect. So 2 coats of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Glam Polish. A hollow by Glisten and Glow, and this is Peach Bellini. Now what was hilarious to me is when I did my Me Box video and I unboxed it and I spoke about the Colour Club being super original because it was this kind of peachy hollow, I then remembered that I just swatched this one. I have a bad memory. Christmas was a crazy time. And this is a more unique, it's possibly a little bit more orangey than the Colour Club one. The Colour Club one is maybe a bit more bronzy, but this was lovely, super unique and different. There's not a ton of this type of polish on the market anyway. So 2 coats of Peach Bellini by Glisten and Glow. Another super hollow that was probably not season appropriate, and this is Super Chic Lacquer's Reverse Polarity, and this is a super bright vibrant orange hollow. I love this one, completely opaque in 2, and actually this is possibly a really great one to wear in autumn. I loved it when I wore it. I'm not a seasonal nail polish wearer anyway, but if you are, this is probably not the right time for you to wear this. So Reverse Polarity by Super Chic Lacquer, opaque in 2. This one, it was a Polish Con exclusive from New York, and this is Welcome to New York by Fair Maiden. And this is another one, same as the Essie one, that if I'd got this earlier, which I did get it earlier in the year, but if I'd worn this earlier in the year, this would have been in yearly favourites as a standout polish because I love this. I love anything that's like blue and bronze in together, and it's got this like pinky bronzy flash to it with a ton of very fine flakies in there. I'm in love. This kind of combination, I just need every polish in this combination, because I think I have a Femme Fatale one waiting to be swatched that's very similar to this, but I loved it. Did take 3 coats because it is this lighter blue colour. This one is Welcome to New York by Fair Maiden. And the last one before we get on to empties is from Princess Nail Lacquer, and this one is called The Night Shift. It was part of her Halloween trio that I hauled possibly last month, I can't remember. And this is beautiful. It's hard to see in the bottle, but hopefully the swatch is here now. A beautiful blue base with a ton of shift, a ton of shimmer. The shift is mainly to a like a lilac-y purple colour, and then there's just tons of flakies in there, and it does just look like a crazy night sky on your nails. Another one that I truly really enjoyed, like out of my monthly favourites, this and Bussi by Essie are probably my top 2. So opaque in 2, The Night Shift by Princess Nail Lacquer. I have 3 empties for you this month, which seems mad. I normally only have 1, at the most 2. I have 1 top coat, and this is the Rimmel Finishing Touch Ultra Shine top coat. Holy Grail top coat, would always repurchase. If I get sent things, like at the moment I'm using the Zoya one, I will always obviously use those up, but whenever I run out, I always go crawling back to this. It's £5, it's available in most drugstores and supermarkets. It's fast drying, super shiny, and I love it. So again, I would always need that in my life. This product I got back in May when I was with Jess, and it is the Koki Brush On Cuticle Oil pen, and I believe this is a brand exclusive to Walmart, but I'm not 100% sure. I love this actually. I use this almost every single day and for swatching since May, and it only just ran out, so I got at least a good 5 months, 6 months of wear out of it, which I think is really impressive. It's a cheaper item compared to other nail oil pens that you can buy. The only thing that I would say is slightly a little bit of an issue there is that the brush is just not as soft as other ones that I've tried, but ultimately that doesn't make a huge difference. You can see there a few of the bristles have bent over. I just really liked it, like the scent, like the effect, like the price. Would repurchase if I could. And another nail oil for 1 month. This is the Avoplex Cuticle Oil by OPI, and it just says a replenishing cuticle oil. This was the first nail oil that I ever tried. I was very late to the nail oil game. I kind of always ignored it and just used hand cream, but using nail oil has really made a difference to my cuticles in particular. And this is so good. I'm going to keep the bottle, so I thought I would show you this now. There's a tiny little dreg left in there, which I am working on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour another cuticle oil that I've got in just a squeeze bottle type tube. I'm going to squeeze that into here to use the bottle. So like this a lot, like the scent, liked everything. I know people have their preferences on how they like to apply their cuticle oil, whether you like pen, whether you like dropper, you like balm, you like brush. So pick which one, whatever suits for you, but both of those ones were really nice. I feel like I've said this in so many videos, but thank you so much for being with me this year, and I hope you've had an amazing Christmas and New Year and you are ready to start 2018 off with a bang. Especially on this channel, I did hopefully put up my nail polish thoughts for 2017. That's already up. The sound went at the end of the video, but I was just saying, if I haven't already, I'm going to be doing my obviously yearly favourites. I'm going to do a Pantone video, and we're going to have a whole month of Throwback Thursdays for January. So one will be up this week and every week for the 4 weeks in January. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what your December favourites were, and I will see you soon.